clients had it back out there.
Ooh, that's me.
We're gonna start with
No, just lazy. I'll shave probably tomorrow. Once my kids yell at me.
Since your internet star.
No. I don't YouTube. I cut it out. Yeah. Yeah, because I think it just got too big and it just got loaded too much. And I never, the collateral consequence of every, just the collateral consequence of every, just, I'm gonna be like you. That's what I want to know. I'm gonna be like you. That's what I want to know.
Shows. All over town. So the reason saw the petition she filed against her to get money. Shows saw the LA petition she filed against her to get money. Come up to LA. She went out there, what they agreed to do is they would pay the judge.
Yes. Right.
So she went out there, she went out there.
She went? Yes.
He paid her.
Right.
So we're still waiting. She went out there.
She went? Wow. Who'd she go in front of Judy? Who'd she go in front of? Wow. Who'd she go in front of Judy? Who'd she go in front of? Maybe it won't.
Well, she said, so when is it going to show? And they said, we don't know.
Maybe it won't.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just think it just got too big, and I never realized how. Yeah, I just think it can obviously do a little harm when I never want to. It can obviously do a little harm when I never want to hurt anyone, right? The only thing, and I never had like if anyone ever came here and say, hey man, take it off, we don't want to. Never have a problem. And I never always like if anyone ever came here and say, hey man, but take it off, we don't want to. Never have a problem. I would always have to rubbed a lot of defense lawyers the wrong way. But at the end of the day, I think it just got too and so it rubbed a lot of defense lawyers the wrong way, and so that's fine.
Well, the case I'm having, she has Cody, she's had her bad operation now.
Perhaps the labs when they come back will show. Perhaps the labs when they come back. Always a pleasure, Miss Lansford. Tell Mr. Looney hi. By the way, all right, see him. Always a pleasure, Miss Lansford. Tell Mr. Looney hi. By the way, if you see him. Lawyer charged with murder? No, I haven't heard. Lawyer charged with murder? No, I haven't heard. We'll give him my regards. Yeah. Thanks. We'll give him my regards. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Come on up.
I know, well, then I'll just come back.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Right, so, Mr. Shabbat, you're charged with assault bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Mr. Shabbat, you're charged with assault bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Let's do this. I'm just going to have you take a seat in the jury box. We'll wait for your lawyer to get here. Do not leave, sir. Let's do this. I'm just going to have you take a seat in the jury box. We'll wait for your lawyer to get here. Do not leave, sir.
Come on up.
Hey, finally. Finally, to both.
Good morning, Judge.
It only took 6 years. To both.
Good morning, Judge.
We're happy that you finally made it after all that. Yeah, so we're happy that you finally made it after all that time. Mr. Das, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail. Mr. Das, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. I seriously have to commend your lawyer. Up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. Who has just literally stayed with you. Have to commend your lawyer. 1,797 days old. She's literally stayed with you ever. 1,797 days old.
Good morning.
She's never ever forgotten. You are one and amazing.
Yes, Judge. Good morning, Judge.
Back, really. We're going to do a probable cause. You are one and amazing. Silent. Anything you say can will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one.
Officers were dispatched in regard to a vehicle crash. On February 13th, 2020, officers were dispatched in regard to a major crash. And the officer made contact with the defendant who was observed sitting in the driver's seat on Northwest Freeway. With the keys in the ignition, and the officer made contact with the defendant who was observed sitting in the driver's seat. The officer smelled with the keys in the ignition, the alcoholic beverage, and observed bloodshot eyes covered in slurred speech. The officer smelled an odor, a strong odor of alcoholic beverage, and observed bloodshot eyes and slurred defendant driving the vehicle and swerve across several lanes and strike a Toyota Sienna van. Defendant driving the vehicle and swerve across several lanes and strike a Toyota Sienna van and made contact with the defendant. They followed the vehicle, and that's whenever they pulled over the vehicle. Made contact with the complainant, made contact with the defendant, who saw the officer did not see the driver or the complainant. They just felt the impact, which caused their car to spin out of control. Who did not see the driver and the officer? They just felt the impact, which caused their car to spin out of control. HGN 6 out of 6, and the officer then conducted standard sobriety test. The defendant was read the DIC and consent walk and turn 5 out of 8. Results 0.112, 3 out of 4. 0.118. The defendant was read the DIC.
You said he was in the driver's seat when the cop came up to him.
Still running and 0.118.
You said he was in the driver's seat when the cop came up to him.
Still
Still
running
case. I'm
and
ordering you as a condition of your bond. Mr. Das, I'm going to find that there's alcohol, illegal drugs. Case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond. Also not allowed to drive unless you have a valid illegal driver license and liability indication. You're also not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license. Great lawyer. Listen to her. She'll take care of you. Do you understand? Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. So you don't have to waste your time. Listen to her. She'll take care of you. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. So you don't have to waste your time. Do you see a valid license? She'll tell you when you need to come back and what to do. Right. So for now, I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you get with pre-trial for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go. So for now, I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you get with pre-trial for your bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
No, we need a date. Hold on. How's March 4th through 6th?
Thank you, Judge. May I be
You
excused?
say, no, we need a date. Hold on.
That is a national holiday.
March
the day
4th
that
through
the Queen was
6th.
born.
You say.
That is a national holiday. The day
your
that
birthday?
the Queen was born. Yes, my birthday is the 7th. So let's do the 4th.
Your
Let's
birthday?
do the 4th. And, yes, my birthday is the
Okay.
7th. So let's do the 4th. Judge.
Hey, have a great day.
Let's do the 4th. You do the same, Judge. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey, have a great day.
You do the same, Judge. Bye-bye.
Judge, we also have tape 7. Esquivel, Bristol. We also have tape 7. Esquivel, Bristol. Have a seat in the jury box.
Hey, on that out of county, is Hanover coming today? Kelsey, is Hanover coming today?
No, sir, it will be someone else.
He filed a motion to revoke and raise on a Vicente Rodriguez.
Oh, I did that yesterday.
You filed it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I guess you want to still talk about it?
Yes, Judge, and the reason we did that, Judge Jackson requested we do so because we were asking it orally, but we filed that, and we can talk about that.
Okay, all right, I guess let's do this. Ms. Esquivel, you are charged with violation of a bond or protective order. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On January 8th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, the officers were conducting surveillance on the defendant who had active warrants out of the 178th as part of a fugitive task force when they observed the defendant's vehicle parked at a location where the defendant was prohibited from going due to an active protection order. The officers then observed the vehicle drive away, driven by the complainant of the defendant's open case in the 178th. The officers then observed the vehicle to have an expired registration and initiated a traffic stop. The officer then found the defendant hiding in the back seat. Both the complainant and the defendant acknowledged that the defendant was prohibited from the residence.
So she was at the
She was at the
residence.
complainant's residence, yes.
Was she with the complaining witness as well?
Yes. They
Okay,
were
so
together.
how bad are we talking the ag assault? Do you mind telling me about that?
I'll tell you about the ag assault, Your Honor. So in the aggravated assault, the officers were dispatched to a disturbance and they met with the complainant who stated he was involved in a verbal altercation at a bar earlier in the morning. And then once the complainant arrived home, he was locked out of his house and had to force the door open. And that started another disturbance with the defendant. The defendant threw several items at the complainant, and the defendant began to strike the complainant on the back of his neck several times with their hands. And the officer observed the complainant to have red scratch marks on his neck. Further, the defendant retrieved a black compact handgun and pointed at the complainant and racked the slide, thereby placing the complainant in fear for his life.
Okay. Sesquivel, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I want you to understand something very, very clear. The Texas Constitution does not allow me but in extremely limited circumstances to hold someone at bond. Zero bond. This is that situation. I'm going to put a protective order naming this person as a protected individual. If you so much as do anything to violate any of these conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond, and I will do it in a heartbeat to protect every person in my county. Do you understand? You are not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. No weapons, no contact with the complaining witness, and no going. I'm assuming, is it a he, she? Well, it doesn't matter. You're not to have any contact. Don't go anywhere where this person lives, works, anything. Do you understand? I don't want to talk about the case, but
President, I'm a little
Oh.
confused.
who's your lawyer?
Robert Valles, and he's on my case. He was supposed to be here this morning. I'm a little confused.
Do you know, has Bo said he's going to show? We had no idea that you have a lawyer. Okay, so let's do this. What I can do is I can have you take a seat. We'll wait for him to get here. But regardless, I'm putting these conditions on your bond. I've found that probable cause exists to go forward with your case. The only thing I'm telling you now, don't violate any of these conditions because there are severe consequences.
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll go through it again when your lawyer gets here, but just don't leave until he gets here, okay?
Your Honor.
For now, I'm gonna have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you get signed for your conditions. Just take a seat momentarily. Well, once he gets here, then we'll go through it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, Iman.
Oh, good.
You ready?
You're the yellow boxes, violation of block conditions.
Okay, come on up, please.
That's good.
Con sus manos para abajo, falta de respeto, pues. Vamos a escuchar más.
Sí. You were here because a bond violation has occurred. You were ordered to go take a test and you failed to do so. If this ever happens again, I will revoke your bond, issue a warrant for your arrest, and I'm going to put you in jail.
Lo voy a encarcelar.
Do you understand?
¿Lo entiende? Yes.
I am now sending you for a drug and alcohol test, and you must come back.
Y tiene que regresar.
Do you understand?
¿Lo entiende?
Okay, all right.
Yes.
We're pretty confident that he's gonna come out clean. Am I excused on this case or should I be?
Do me a favor, I guess, leave me your cell phone just in case, and we'll reach out to you if something unfortunate were to,
Definitely.
just advise your client that if he ever misses another test again, then no.
He's from Latin America. They reversed he was supposed to come back on 1/6/25. He thought it was 6/1, that kind of thing. So we're confident he's gonna be clean.
I hope so. Okay, all right, take a seat for me, please.
Back here in the audience or over here?
Yeah, just over there is fine. So, Mr. Milan, if you want to leave your cell phone with Victoria, then we'll.
Counsel for reset.
Thanks.
Oh, okay. Okay.
bond
Mhm.
set and raised last week. He was set for February 3rd. The attorney, Mr. Brooklyn, wanted to ask why he didn't get PR bonds.
What? He's
That's what
still in?
He's still in, because there was nothing written on the docket, and we had nothing to burn trial, because we didn't have that for the sale.
So let's give him a PR bond now.
PR bond? Okay.
Yeah. He was supposed to get it back then. I mean, I said it like 15 times. I don't understand, why it didn't get done. Hi,
Hi,
how can I help?
there's now Lopez Ayante.
Is it under Lopez?
Page one, Your Honor. Top of one.
I said, okay.
We're gonna have to reset it because we have not, gotten.
It's okay. Like, I don't need to get involved unless it gets like old.
I understand, but what I'd like to ask, and the district attorney has agreed, it's his bond conditions are affecting his ability to work, because his ability to work in restaurants and bars, that's what he does for a living.
What condition is it?
It is the condition that he cannot work in a restaurant or any type of bar or restaurant.
No, I would never have told him that he cannot work at a restaurant.
Bond conditions read, he's not to work in any bars or any establishment where greater than 50% of sales are from alcohol.
No, that's fine. Waive the parents.
Was he selling to minors? Is that what the allegation is?
The allegation is that he was just selling at 2:30 a.m. without a permit.
Oh, is that the one you brought us the first
Oh, it's a second.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't have a problem if he works at a restaurant, right? If he's a bartender, I mean, it's the second time with this thing. So if he wants to work at, I have no problem. I mean, I'll take off the 50%, or I don't care,
Okay.
right? So just behind the bar, but any restaurant, I don't care.
Any restaurant?
Yeah, I mean, really, we can take off the 50%. I think that's,
I was gonna offer that he get its recertification with TABC in order to work at a bar or restaurant.
okay, done.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
And yeah,
Thank you, Your Honor.
yes, ma'am.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi. Yeah.
I'm approaching off document matter.
But Ms. Urick, take off the 50% regardless
Okay.
for now, so that if in the meantime, he can get a job wherever he wants, get that TABC certification and then, yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am, of course. Okay, I'm sorry.
Again, I'm approaching off document matter,
What's your cost number?
2537245.
Gasky.
Correct.
Okay,
Couple things, Judge. First, I noticed there was a summons. I know we came to court because the first case was dismissed. You had no PC, so they went to the grand jury and I guess got indicted. So he had another case number. It looked like they did a summons, but it appears it says there's a open warrant for him because of the summons. He did appear in court.
well, I don't know why they do things like this, because it just confuses everybody, Can I give you a cause number? 253-7245. It's in summons right now. I don't think there's anything that we need to do. We don't have to set a bond. We just leave it as is, right? Right. There's no open warrant. It just looks weird because it doesn't look like a normal case. But when it's a summons, you don't have to put a bond. You don't have to do anything. We just carry on as normal. Is he here now?
He's on the way.
Okay.
He's on the docket today, but he's on the way. There's another issue, the fact that he doesn't live in Africa, but he has a wife and child in Africa. He was living over there, but he came back over here to complete his education.
Okay.
So now he wants to travel back there from the 15th to January 15th to February 15th.
I don't have a problem, yeah.
Right, but the situation on one of the bond conditions is that he has to, if you get called, come drug test during that period, during that month. So how would that be? We have, not to appear that issue.
Right. No. So when people are out of town, what we typically do is we tell them to go test at a Quest diagnostic, get the result to us, and then everybody's happy. I don't know if there is one where is he going?
No.
I don't know if there's one. I doubt it. I gotta imagine that they do have some kind of testing down there. He's still under bond condition, right? So no matter where he goes anywhere, you know, this is a second, right?
I think it's the first.
I see there was one in the 248 that was disposed of 11/5 of
And
November.
I
What
believe
happened with
that's just
that?
Whenever it was indicted, 'cause I don't.
So I see one was dismissed 10/26/24. Is that the one that I
Yeah, no
found no
PC.
PC?
No PC, Your Honor.
It looks really bad. You know, like if he gets pulled over by an officer, holy
You have all these DWIs.
God, they're gonna just go nuts. But it's all stemming from one incident, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so yeah, it's a true first. We'll leave it on him as how to test over there. Just get it to you. It'll get it to us, and then just let him know that he just can't use while he's over there.
Okay.
And then, you know, just sometimes they get called on, sometimes they don't. So who knows? But we will let pretrial know that he's not gonna be able to come in. If he does get selected, he's just gonna have to go test somewhere over there.
Right.
And I can, and normally what I do is I also pay for it. I can't do that here.
Correct.
So that'll be on him as well. Okay?
But question, Judge, is there a way to extend the testing for that 30 days while he's over in?
Well, if I do that, is he gonna drink? You know what I mean? That's what I want to make sure that he's not doing, you know? And while I still have the condition in, hopefully he won't. And that's the thing, you know? After a while, if you can show me after a couple months that there are no issues, then I'll take it off. But in the initial phases, I want to make sure that not someone that has an issue, you know? That's why.
Right. Does he's on the way? Does he need to speak to the pretrial?
He will, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
Okay, so
Judge.
just let me know when he gets here, then we'll get you guys out.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
Judge, we have an arraignment that just showed up,
Okay,
page 8 and 9. Godfrey, come on up.
good morning, Mr. Godfrey. Sir, you are charged with 2 cases. You're charged with evading arrest or detention. You're also charged with failure to identify oneself, giving fictitious information. On the evading, you are facing up to a year in jail, and on your other case, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 6, 2025, officers responded to an assault in progress in Harris County, Texas, and met with the complainant, who reported a young black male involved in an assault. The complainant identified the defendant, and the officers attempted to detain the defendant when the defendant fled when he saw the police. The officer pursued the defendant on foot, and the defendant was located by the officer after approximately 100 yards after attempting to enter another apartment. The officer instructed the defendant to surrender. The defendant then jumped down from a second-story stairwell in an attempt to flee, and the defendant was then apprehended by the officer while the defendant continued to resist. Once detained, the officer attempted to obtain the defendant's date of birth and name. The defendant would not provide a date of birth and give a false name. After multiple attempts, the defendant provided the requested information.
Okay. So was he the one that they were actively investigating?
Yes, as he was identified by the complainant as being involved in an assault, and they tried to investigate and detain him for that assault.
What happened with that?
Let me see if there's any further information about that. So in regard to the original assault, it was determined that no assault occurred, but it was after further investigation.
Sure. Okay. Mr. Godfrey, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with both of your cases. How old are you, sir?
17.
What do you do for a living?
I'm searching for a job right now. I'm going to work at the warehouse.
Did you graduate from high school?
No, sir.
You need to.
Yes, sir.
You need to get back into high school.
So that's what I'm working on right now. We're working on putting me back in school. I'm getting back on track.
Who are you here with today?
My aunt, she's parking.
She's what?
She's parking. Like she's paying for parking right now.
Is that Aunt? Are you Aunt?
No, sir. She's downstairs. She ain't make it upstairs. I came up here. She's
I'm
looking
gonna
for a
give you a
parking
lawyer.
spot.
I'm gonna give you a lawyer today. I want you to get back in school, and I'm making that a condition of your bond. You have to graduate from high school. You will be in this life. Education is where it starts. If you don't have an education, at the minimum, a high school diploma, you're going to be making pennies to when everybody else is making dollars. Do you understand?
Sir.
So I'll give you a lawyer today. I'm going to have you talk to the lawyer. We're going to figure out how to get you back into school. I'm going to give you 2 to 3 weeks. And when you come back, I want you to show me that you've either enrolled into high school or you started working on your GED. If you've done nothing, it's not going to go well for you. No smoking weed. I'm going to test you. I want to make sure that you're not using as well. Do you understand? I'm sending you for a drug test now because I want to make sure that you're not using. Is that in? No? Okay. So can you appoint him a lawyer, please? All right. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. I'm going to have you get with pretrial. And I'm going to have you go take a test. I'm going to have you come back. And then I'm going to have a lawyer when you come back. All right? Okay.
All right, go ahead and sign for your
I can't believe that they wouldn't give them they didn't. I mean, why didn't anyone call? You know, really? Just you can let them sit there for another freaking week. Hey, Tristan Smith didn't get a PR bond after all this time. You know, where's tell me.
They were calling Miss Tammy
Stepansky.
She reported to away,
Correct.
but she has her A and B, her portal fertilizer. Did she
Okay.
return it to the vendor? Did she keep it on residential?
No, take it off. Yeah, I mean, she's in residential. I don't think that there's any need.
Okay.
You
so
know,
it's just-
yeah.
Judge, on page 36, the KPS profile. What did you want to do? She's back here.
There was an accident. Okay, and a part was split. Okay, so I think the best course of action is to reach out to where they got or to further issues. Right, yeah, I see the videos back here, so I'm guessing right now, Brandon's probably looking at it. So. Right, yeah, because that note was just put in there yesterday, so there's still. It looks like there's also a report civic, so that's probably the root cause for, so try to get a hold of whoever that civic and see. So that should work for us, that civic. So we'll try to reach out and see if we can for that person, yeah. I believe so. I believe so. Yes.
Yes, you'll have to approach on here.
Yeah, you're off, like, here until the meeting. Driving, all the distractions, and then you're off the kind of the. What's it? I've had one.
Okay, well, we can ask, Brenda to judge it now, and I'll just email you. You can work to email it over to instead of going to the list. I'll try to fill out a paper file, and she's talking about it too. Okay, but she's doing that. Sure. Still like.
Yes, that's fine. I mean, I just, other usually it's one car, there, just the minutes involved.
Okay.
Yeah. That's. Like just the one car.
That's the main difference. Whenever it's one car.
Right, no.
Okay, just do the emails that you want to.
Oh, so I didn't provide them.
Or just say why you want it.
Okay.
I put the crash, I'm gonna
Oh,
put it right now.
okay.
We can also, I have an email on there, and look at it more too.
Okay.
Good morning. You just go upstairs, see, I want to. Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you, ma'am.
Lori, did you need?
I don't know, are you waiting for Victoria? Are you waiting for Victoria? Oh, Mr.
Oh, is this the Rodriguez?
Yeah. I know. Is he still in the hospital?
As far as I understand.
Okay, so let's reset him to, is Chief say all right?
Oh, yes. I got it. I remember who this guy is. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Did you get it?
Okay, here.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. I guess just give me a heads up, or I guess have them text me or call me and I'll run down, you know, help you guys out. Okay. There you go. Okay. You're the best. Thanks. Bye. Are you ready? Okay. Hi.
Marvin Okute, OPU.
Okay.
This is what I was in last week. There was still work that needed to be done. We ended up just saying that we were gonna submit a mitigation packet. You'd asked how long, I said a week. We turned it in. Unfortunately, Mr. Okute is not in court today. He's working at a state in Ohio and he couldn't afford the ticket to make it back. I checked with the state, they haven't made a decision yet on the mitigation packet, and that he needs to still do the RIP to see how much restitution.
Yeah, but it's 200 days old. I mean, how many times have you tried the RIP already?
Yes, Judge, and we've tasked the investigator now, so hoping she can find it within the next couple of days. And I can.
Okay, I'll set it for a week. I'm not,
Yes,
there's no
Judge.
more time.
Yes,
That's
Judge.
it. Really. And then if you can also hopefully have a decision.
Because, yeah, and as I was talking to defense, Brenda Gomez put in the notes that as of yesterday, it's still pending approval, so they're still looking at it. I could reach out to them again and see.
Okay, let's set it for, I guess, next Monday, you know, and then,
May I ask that his appearance be waived, the tickets last minute, or if we're doing it a week?
I got it, but he's gonna have to come to do the TRAS,
No,
right?
I
So I'll waive it for next Monday, wait to see, because he may get denied, I don't know. Approved, he's fast tracked to get here though. I'm not gonna do weeks for him to get a plane ticket. He's gonna have to take a bus or something.
Understood, Judge.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
So we'll roll it to Monday.
Judge, did you want to schedule to rest for night? Or
No, nothing yet. We're waiting for, to see if they get approved.
Council, please. Council, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna put you on an ex parte matter.
You want to go back
Yes,
there? Yes. Oh, you want money? You can have it. All you have to do is ask. You don't need to, just as much money as you want. Really. I'm surprised that more people don't, like in a year, I probably get maybe 5. Yeah.
I'm using them like I have one in this court, another court, like.
No one, I'm telling you, it's not many. The only thing is you have to have an amount. So, and for what purpose it's going to be. So like if it's for a blood expert, you need, I need a blood expert. This is who it is. This is how much it's going to be. So it can't just be an open here. It's not an open checkbook. It has to be like a certain amount and has to be who it goes to.
So for the.
Do you have one already or no?
Not for an expert, for investigator. But.
How much do you want?
Not to exceed $800. So 1,000.
Is that it?
Just 2,000, yes. Because I don't need it for extensive, just.
Okay. And if you need more, just come back. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, of course.
What's his name?
Hi, of course.
Judge Fleischer, I've just been appointed to Mr. J. First of all, how are you? Nice to see you.
Good.
I've just been appointed to Mr. Javion Godfrey. My
Okay.
understanding is that you sent him out to go get drug tested.
So what I want to get him drug tested. He's 17. Looks like he's not in school anymore. What I'd like to do is get him back into school. I'm going to say, hey, look, it's a part of your bond conditions. So kind of, you can really get impressed to him how important it is to get back into school. What we normally do is we set it off 2 to 3 weeks to give them time to re-enroll. If money is an issue, I have paperwork that I can give them where they can enroll in free GED classes. If he needs a cell phone, if he needs a tablet, we can give all that stuff to you. We just need to know. So just reach out to him, see what he needs, see what he doesn't need. Great. That's it.
So back today?
Yeah, he should be back here probably within the hour. If he tests positive, I'm going to tell him that I'm going to drug test him again in about 45 days. If he tests positive, it's really not going to go well for him. So I'm trying to get him, if he's dirty, not to use anymore. And let him know that he will definitively be tested. So you know, if you do it. So, okay?
Thank you.
Sure.
I've got a couple of cases upstairs, so it's gonna be about now.
Take your time. There's no rush, really, of course. Look, you look great, man.
Thank you,
Look
Judge.
at,
Trying.
look at you, man.
Trying to be like you,
Holy
Judge.
moly.
I've been
You
trying.
look great.
Thank you.
You look 40, 50.
Change diet and working out in the morning.
Awesome. You look great. You're killing it.
Yeah, with the other kids. Yeah, I'm trying.
Who you got?
I got Ortega in custody, Your Honor.
Okay.
This one, it's pretty old. I haven't been on it the entire time. He has a felony this Thursday. I'm just trying to see if I can move him to Friday to see if we can work something out.
Yeah. What, Alex, is there anything going on upstairs? Oh, I hope it's just not a new case too. Watch it be new.
The
Oh, yeah.
any offers made.
No. So it's an ag assault. He just picked it up in November.
Yeah, the ag assault. And I don't see any information as far as updates.
And he's on felony probation too.
I mean, we have to set it, we'll set it, but it's kind of.
Obviously, I'm going to give you time.
Yeah.
But just.
Yeah, I know.
All right, and whatever you
Not a
want.
fun situation for me either. Like,
Hi. Morning.
Joshua Hunt on docket.
Joshua's the last name?
Last name Hunt.
Honey? Hunt, sorry. Man, I'm way off. Oh, is he here?
He's not here, Judge. So I did get in contact with his mom. She says that he's in Woodland Hills Springs and Conroe. She said that he doesn't have an out date. She said that they forwarded, I guess, proof to Victoria. I don't know if she.
I think they did. All they did was they sent an email saying, hey, he's in this place.
Oh, okay.
So
it seems, I guess that's what she's gonna forward me, but that's all she has for now. But I did tell her that I'll try to get a HIPAA form and we'll reach out to them to see if we can get that signed to maybe get, I guess, the assessment that she said that they're doing on him to see if he's actually
he's the
there.
complaining witness in the case.
She is the mom.
Mom?
Mhm.
Hey, Vic. Proof that Hunt, the family.
Didn't get any. It was, so we had the same situation, two different.
Oh, okay.
So this is somebody else who was set for arraignment on the 10th, felt to appear. Mom says Constance took her to a mental health facility, but didn't give her any documentation. She's claimed that she had a phone number. I asked her to email me proof, and I haven't heard anything after that.
Yeah.
I guess let's set it a week, do what you can, see how much, just let them know. I can't just take your word. I need something else, we've already said it a couple days. I'll give you another courtesy week. But if we come back and there's nothing, then,
I'll let her know. Thank you.
All right, so super SFBF.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Might be eligible.
Council for reset? Council, we have Michael on the first view. Oh.
Hey man, what's going on?
Thank you. Yeah. Council for reset?
Still waiting on the police station. Oh, we have. Yeah. Okay. And then you got it on camera. Right, so that's our, they've requested it, so this was still waiting. Can you do the escalation request? I'll do that right now. One sec. I just need, yeah, body. So body camera all the way. Which one? Yeah. She had just like that.
Okay, Judge Fleischer is asking if you can help them out at 10:30.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. What's last name?
So I'll talk to one of them first. Of course.
Council for reset?
Okay.
No, some death, that's perfect life insurance. Cars, we just really bad. Now, for some reason, it's fucking. On the signature. I know. It's like so. Is he here today?
How's it going, man?
Good.
Good.
Okay, this experience was fresh.
Council for reset. Yes.
Morning, Judge.
Approaching on Leonard Johnson.
Okay.
He has a failure to ID. He recently picked up a felony. I'm just requesting that the court not revoke or increase his bond.
So it looks like they didn't give him a PR bond this time.
No, correct.
On this is?
Yes, not revoke it.
So what happened in the new case? He picked up an impeding
He
breath?
picked up a felony case. I haven't read into it much.
Impeding breath.
It's an assault impeding breath.
Yes.
How bad are we talking, Alex?
So in the impeding, so he first hit the complainant with his hand causing pain and then put his arm on the complainant's neck and applied pressure, thereby impeding her breath, then telling her to stop fucking playing with me and you ain't going nowhere, you know. So he had his arm around her neck.
They did give him a bond on that case too at 1,500.
Yeah, that's why I can't believe it. It's. Okay, I guess so. He'll have strict conditions if he bonds out though.
Okay.
You know, no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons.
Okay.
I mean, I can't put any conditions on her, you know, but I guess that it'll be that extent of it. So
Okay.
we do need him to sign conditions
Okay.
if he gets released. Okay.
You said if he gets, should he sign or just upon release, he needs to sign it?
Yeah, if he gets released. Do you anticipate him making bond?
I'm gonna reach out to a couple of his family members. He wants to make bond, so it might be possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and I just want a 1 week reset. We just need to get medical records.
Got it.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, how are you, man?
Good, good, good. We have Mr. Jordan Stanford on docket again, Judge. This is when I believe we approached on last week.
Yep.
Case is getting pretty old. State was gonna evaluate it, see if they wanted to dump it or set it.
So you
Spoke to Kelsey, spoke to Chief this morning. She is kind of on the fence. Needed maybe a little more time
Is
to
that it?
evaluate it.
Yes, we did.
Thank you.
If we get just a week to look at it a little more, we're probably gonna be fine to set it, but we're still, there's just other things going on. With all this pending felonies.
Literally set it to evaluate. Is this the third time? Right?
I mean, we're okay either way, Judge. I mean, it's just one of those situations. He has big felonies going on.
I know, but I mean, ours is,
Yeah, I mean, it has to go forward one way.
right, I can't just hold it indefinitely. It's already 300 days old. We got to do something.
Set it for like later in February. Is that
Sure.
what you're trying to-
Yep.
Oh, perfect, and that'll give them time to
And I'll,
look at it.
we'll be.
Okay, all right. So pick a Tuesday.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Judge.
For sure.
No. No way.
They're saying they don't want to. It's that yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so Oh my God. Wow. That's fun though.
So I'll just let her know that. And then the other one we had was.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah.
You should have a printout out there. Step for arraignment, came in late, sold it, and then he didn't come in that next day.
Mr. Lauderdale. Come on up. Alex, you got the call number? Good morning, sir. Mr. Lauderdale, you're charged with criminal mischief. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 3rd, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a gas station in Harris County, Texas, in regard to an assault in progress. The officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated the defendant had damaged his vehicle, that the complainant had parked his vehicle at the gas station by the front doors. As the complainant was in the store, he observed the defendant standing by the complainant's motor vehicle with a large rock concrete piece over his head, and the defendant threw the rock, breaking the front of the complainant's windshield, causing $1,000 in damages. The officer observed the large concrete rock sitting on the hood of the complainant's vehicle, and the defendant stated he was upset but did not elaborate.
Mr. Lauderdale, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You missed court, and I issued a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to recall that warrant now, but if you miss court again, it's not going to go well. Do you understand? Do you need a lawyer? Can I give you a lawyer? I need you to talk to me. Okay. I don't want you to pick up any new cases. I want you to be nice. Do not go back to this McDonald's. Do you understand? Do not go back to this McDonald's.
Your Honor, it's a gas station.
Oh, where is it?
Let's see.
I thought you said it was a McDonald's.
A gas station on Belfort Street.
Okay, please don't go back to this gas station. Do not pick up any new cases. Do not be a danger to my public. Do you understand? Okay, so if you please provide him a lawyer. All right, I'm gonna have you take a seat in the jury box while I find you a lawyer, okay? Please, yeah, sit it. Can you file those conditions, please?
Yes, Judge.
No weapons, no going back,
Yes, Judge.
no contact with complaining witness. Hmm? Yeah.
Did return to the scene, so it's failed to return to the scene. And then they both got out of the complaint. Saying it was going here. So like the complainant's telling him not to stay.
Great. Cool.
Yes, I just got a brochure.
Okay.
Hey, you ready?
Yes.
Hey. Hey, pretty good. We have already given you 2 bonds. If you miss court again, it's not going to happen again. Do you understand?
Sir.
You were charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
My apologies. On June 29th, 2023 in Harris County, Texas, the complainant told his family of the incident and the family reported it after it had happened. The complainant was with his friend, the friend's mother, and the mother's boyfriend on a trip to Galveston. The defendant became upset at the complainant because he did not like the way he was looking at him. The defendant pulled the complainant out of the car by his shirt, causing red marks on his chest. The defendant proceeded to slap the complainant in the face. The complainant stated he felt pain. Later on, while stopped at a gas station, the defendant became upset again, and the complainant began to walk away when the defendant grabbed the complainant's backpack that was on his back and threw him on the ground, causing pain. The complainant got up and ran away.
Who is that?
The complainant, a 15-year-old, I don't believe it was just a friend of the.
Mr. Chaput, I'm finding that there's probable cause to go forward with the case, and I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're also not to be in possession of any weapons as well. If you violate these conditions, you pick up a new case or you fail to come again, I'm telling you, your bond will go high. I will protect my community at all costs. I don't care how old they are, how young they are. Do you understand?
Sir.
We've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Hugh. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, likewise, I'll issue a warrant. I'll have you sign a reset. After that, I'll have you meet with the pretrial and then we'll get you out of here, sir.
All right.
All right, Mr. I'll
Right this way.
I don't know until I hear it. Probably.
Okay. Seems like it'd be easier to do the same.
Not always.
Yeah.
I heard she's still there. No, she's back in
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Oh, this is just the officer. Share to his files. Hello. Judge Roberts trying to zoom on.
Oh, great. Oh, he's not? You lie.
I just hung up with him. He may be getting on shortly.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I tried to drive, Your Honor.
Okay, great.
Not get mad about I'm going to Africa.
Yes, of course.
You want a license about the drug testing right over?
Yeah, of course. Please.
McCaskey.
Good morning, Mr. McCaskey. Thank you for coming a third time.
Yes, sir.
Listen, he's telling me that you're going back to Africa. You're going to go there for give or take a month. You're still under bond condition in this court. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. That's all we're having you do now. So even though you're over there, you're still not allowed to use. Typically, when we have people that go out of town, if they get called on the test, what we normally do is have them go to like a Quest diagnostic. They take a test, get the result to their lawyer, the lawyer gets to us. We'll still do things that way with you, even though they're over there. Normally, I pay for everything while you're here, but I can't pay for it over there. So you'll have to do it over there. And I don't even know if there'll be a Quest over there. You'll have to find something, I don't know. But you may not even get called, I don't know. It's the luck of the draw, I don't know.
Yes, sir.
The only other thing I'm going to tell you is that maintain contact with Mr. Henderson. Because if he tells me that you've gone AWOL, that he can't get a hold of you, you're gone, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. And you, if you're out of the country and then we issue a warrant, I cannot tell you how big of a headache that will become. So always remain in contact with him.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Oh, yes, that's it.
Oh, one more thing. You got to look, if you're going to drive over there, you got to look how to do it the right way, because they don't play over there. You know, make sure that you have whatever documents you need. If you may need insurance, if you may need an international license, I don't know. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, one more thing. Sorry. Because you have him representing you, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to come to court here. But that's why I'm saying you got to remain in contact with him, and he'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court. Okay? Okay, that's it. All right, good luck. That was an,
It's nothing that I need.
do you remember the cause number on that case? McCaskey?
Yes, Judge.
What is it?
One moment, I have it. Right. So make sure it's the right case.
Mr. Henderson?
I have the cause number. You need it. It's 253, or my apologies. Yeah, 253-724-5.
So in that case, Mr. McCaskey is going to Ghana for a month, and they were supposed to tell pretrial to give those dates to pretrial so that they know not to file BVRs. Yes, right. Okay, who do we have here?
Bill, Austin.
Good morning, Mr. Austin. Oh, I guess it's Mr. Rubio, not Mr. Austin, right? Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 13 days in jail with credit for the 21 days that you've done. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this. You can't change this. It's going to go on your record. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of criminal trespass? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. Wait, not guilty.
Are you not guilty of this offense?
Yes. Yeah, not guilty.
Mr. Rubio, remember when we spoke?
Yeah, this is not, they're not guilty, yeah.
Okay, I can't accept this if you're saying that you're not guilty. You know, this is what we do here is if you're guilty of this offense, then you plead guilty or whatnot. But if you're not guilty, then we can't do this.
Okay,
Remember what we talked about?
yeah,
If you're not guilty, then you're gonna say not guilty, but if you're guilty,
What
then you can
happened-
take the plea.
What happened in this case?
So in this case, there was suspicious individual roaming the garage, and the witness, the metro supervisor, stated she received multiple reports about an individual looking in the car windows and walking away when seen. The officer made contact with the defendant. The defendant was previously issued trespass warnings of the same property on August 14, 2024 and August 27, 2024. The defendant stated he had returned to Park and Ride because he has nowhere else to go.
So where was this location exactly?
A Park and Ride at 1030 West Grand Parkway.
Did you understand what
yes.
they said?
Yes,
Based on what he said, are you guilty or not guilty?
not guilty.
Okay. Can I talk?
Email?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go back. I'm gonna talk to you, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Send it like,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, Josh. Hey, bud.
I was approaching on Ashley Young in custody.
Okay.
Yes, so I got appointed. The state had made a P-180 offer, but I wasn't able to get in touch with her to convey that offer.
She never comes back. It's the third time. I mean, am I supposed to just keep letting it, you know?
Understand.
Really?
We did sign the PTI contract yesterday for the P-180 program. But with
She
there being
doesn't go, Josh. What am I supposed to do? Stephen, do you mind bringing out Miss Young?
Yes, yes, sir.
Appreciate it. I'll just stay that way for her.
Okay. I mean, but why would we keep doing, you know what I mean? Really? It's like 3 different times we've tried to get her to do this and she just.
I think it's, I guess she wasn't aware of the P-180 program until yesterday was the first time I was able to talk to her about it, just because I didn't have contact with her, but so she hasn't had a chance to kind of do that program. I understand she hasn't appeared.
Hey, you want to talk to me while we wait? Josh, you ready? Hi, what's up? How are you?
Hello, Judge, how are you? I'm back on Jesse Herrera's case. Just checked with the state and the accident report was finally shared with us yesterday.
Okay.
So I think that's what we were getting the opportunity
Yes,
to get
Judge,
the
yes,
accident report.
and we were
And
able to
we
get it
now
yesterday.
have it.
Okay.
So with that said, I did already submit mitigation packet. Now I'll let them know we have accident report so we can go ahead and move forward getting into the DWI PTI
I'm
program.
gonna set it like a week to see whether they accept or deny.
Well, I had already emailed them and I got an email back, but I was waiting on the accident report before moving forward after reviewing it to make sure we're gonna go that direction. So we did get accepted into it. I got the email last week, late last week as well on that one, but I was still.
You tell me, what do you want now?
I just wanted to give you an update, Judge, to let you know that we're good to go now. I have everything I need. So now I'm happy with moving forward with the DWI PTI route.
Okay.
But I just wanted to kind of update the court because I know that's what we were.
How long do you want now?
Now that I have that, maybe if I could just do a regular setting, Judge, to make sure I get everything notarized and turned in and
Okay.
all that taken
But
care
that's the last setting. What, has he done a TRAS yet?
I'm sorry?
Has he done a TRAS yet?
Yes, TRAS has already been completed. That was
Okay.
done
Got
months
it.
ago, Judge.
Done.
So, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Young, come on up.
Good evening, morning.
Don't look at his computer.
Sorry, I was trying to get the time from
How's jail?
evening. Sorry,
How's jail? Shh.
treating us beautiful.
You know, we can't get you to come. We can't get you to appear.
Well, what happened was this time,
No, but there's always an excuse. It's really easy to just pick up a phone and call Josh. How hard is that? You know, that's all we literally ask you to do is remain in contact with your lawyer. That's all you got to do.
Yes, sir.
We've repeatedly tried 4 different times. Your lawyer's asking me to let you out to get in this program, but I know if I let you out, you're just gonna
No, sir.
take off.
I'll do the program. That's not the problem, sir. Honestly, with the phone situation, that's how he has a whole different number since last time I came. I don't even have that number anymore. And with the transportation part, I don't have a car. So the way I move around is either using the bus or my feet, sir. And last time that I did come, I came on my own. No one told me to come. No one called me. I knew I ended up
Don't
missing it
come
and I came.
Unless you're wearing orange. That's the only time we see you.
No,
You
sir,
don't-
I turned myself in. I came in myself after I missed my court date and I came in by myself.
When?
I can't give you a date, but if you look on there, I sat here and waited till everybody even left.
Guys, did she turn herself in or she got arrested? Can you tell? If you turn yourself in, that
came
would
to
make me
court.
very happy. But if you just got arrested and that's why we have you,
No, sir, I came to court.
Young, she's on the jail doc. Last page, I think. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
I'm not trying to fool anybody, sir. Are you able to look that up for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
The date
Is it on there? Because it was like 2 days, yeah, like it was 2 days after my court date, I came. No one called me, I just knew I missed it and I didn't have a ride, but I made sure to get up there because that's how I got my date reset the first time.
Looks like the booking date was the 12th, Judge, but I don't know. That's all I can see from my side.
That's when I came to 12. I've been here since.
Where did you come to?
Sorry?
Where did you go to? Did you turn yourself in the jail? Is that what you're saying?
Sir, I went to the Franklin Street, if I'm not mistaken, Franklin, 1200 Franklin, where all the court is at. Where I was supposed to go the first time. 1200 Franklin, if I'm not mistaken.
If it was on Sunday, though, was it on over the weekend?
Honestly, I don't even remember what day. Oh, this time? Yes, sir. I can't.
Let me, you know what we could do is we could do this, is that if we're going to do this, you know how we do that release that we release to people? Something like that. So we know that she gets to the P180 place. Where is it? Where did they do the interview? Do you know?
I guess because it's not like an inpatient facility, would it be different if it's?
Where does it happen? Do you know? Do you know where the interview happens, Josh?
I'm not sure like physically where it is, the P180. I'm checking the state though. Because I guess she wouldn't be released to that program. She'd just be released and have to.
Do you have a date already for it? Do you have a date for it?
There's like a way to book it online, but they said that you have to send the contract to PTI, P180 contract. So, which I think is what we have now. So I think we should be able to schedule it now.
Okay, so let's do this. Schedule it, get a date, and then I'll put a GPS monitor on her prior to release. I'm not going to do this again. You ever take off on me again, I swear on everything that's holy, that'll be the 5th time. Do you understand? So I'm not giving you a PR bond now to just wait, get a date. We'll set it for like the day before, and then we'll give her a PR bond with a GPS prior to release. The instruction is she goes directly to get the interview done, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not going to continue to play this game.
But I'm not playing a game, sir. It's been cold. Like, what do you expect? It's been 20 degrees, sir. 20 degrees. You know how hard that is to actually stay.
Your finger's so frozen that you can't make a phone call?
Sir, I just got the phone. That's what I'm telling you.
If you need resources, we can give it to you. If you need a phone, if you need a tablet, if you need food, we have resources to give you. But you take off, you don't call, you don't come to court. So what are we supposed to think? And we just can't keep, I've got 4 different times. I can't continue to do the same thing.
We'll get the schedule.
All right, do it and we'll see. Okay. You ready? Hi.
Good morning.
Actually, off docket, I had a client, he was set for bond forfeiture last Friday. But he's still in custody on felony bond that I don't think he's gonna be able to make, but he did get an interlock for the DWI, and he said he shares the vehicle, and now that he's in jail, his uncle needs to
I'm
use
with
it.
you.
So we can get a removal form.
So just get the removal order now. If he does get out, then he'll need to put it back on.
Right.
Okay?
Absolutely. Thank you,
Please
Judge.
let him know. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go run.
I'll text her and tell her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can do that one. I'll just leave this one. Okay, and then they can come up so I can try the meeting.
Okay.
Either number.
I see it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
He's gonna need to. Check.
Okay, then I'll just go to sleep.
She texted me.
I just not good enough shit, just notes regarding. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Hey. I said, all she needs to do is go up there and say, we just did it. That's all she needs to do. Say, we just did it.
Honestly, man.
Yeah.
I want to find out more about.
So Clemson has done I know, I know
Hey, I'm looking at Campbell right now. I figure this person is a concern. I'm not totally opposed to the idea. If she actually makes it back though, how she make back? So for example, if she drives herself and someone else drives.
Yeah, no, it's there. I mean, I'm not sure.
Okay, so.
I'm being honest with you, I think there might be some.
Okay, I mean, because. So unless she's in the warrant to be active from the manager. So for example, if she drives and speeds. So she should have like 14 different kinds of keys arrested over and over and over. And she's like, I mean, I'm not opposed to her setting one, but I think that she should actually start. And then I'm right, she's gonna have patient on board here on top of it. She didn't show up to felony. It was like 17 minutes. And so she's still not showing.
Yes.
Yes.
Really, the mother, your guy's mother says she is on her own, it's like on the trunk. It's not true. It's only like you can go here. But anyways, I still want to look at her quality. I'm just not saying yes, I'm sure. Or would you do it?
I mean, Judge can tell
Every time it's changed. So he was trying, there were marijuana.
I think they say it's.
It was supposed to be, it was no tolerance. Yeah.
Is there?
There, I don't know if there's, I don't know if it's pending.
Lauderdale. Is it
But sometimes they don't have.
Okay.
It's a lot to look at.
Yeah, I can't find.
When it goes 6 ounces, he was relegated to the fireworks. You know, something about that. No, I'm not trying to. Also, is it whether it's
Yeah, what about secret support?
I think that's fine.
Is he not here? Could you call him?
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
The float. I just want I do. Yes, I do. She's fine. What's that? This should be cost. I have this. No, it's January. So the way all last year was right. Yeah, it's not like oh, no, that's all she that's a good question. Yeah, this was yeah, it's interaction. Yeah. So all of you, baby they're all.
They're taking classes.
I get it. I get it.
No.
Classes. Been there. Let's see when they. Also. He's got so much.
I mean, we can get rid of the criminal mission, the terrorist and guards. I can, there's just a weird.
We got it right. You got it all?
How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would happen in return? Okay.
Sounds good.
Yes, he is, not necessarily the same. So, yes, if he is confident, not restored, he is. Yes. It's off. 254 54 0. Judge looked into this case for the reason I asked him to keep books. You said you were waiting for an official.
Yeah, we just heard back from the officer last week, and he said it was gonna be a week. I was just getting a moment, and Tanya, our admin, was responding to me about the update that I just didn't want to see. Oh, okay, she responded to me at like 10:25, they haven't seen it yet, they're just slow, they have. She, reached out to them on the 7th, so is that really fair? And then, it's gonna be people that can get it, and it's gonna be now, we still do have time, this was our 27th.
Yeah. I didn't want to ask the separately.
And it's the 22nd.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the list of violence.
No, you just give it to you. She gives us that. Yeah. No, she gives us that. She's the one that actually does it. And then we basically give it to her now, and then bring it to you and get certified. Then you can make them a copy. Oh. So it's like. He doesn't have that. To the, because they can also show up their own.
Yeah. Can you give me more information? You said Tony. Well, let's call her. You can just call her and see. Because this guy, so DDB, I mean, when I was in here, the prosecutors. We're always running around. It's awesome. So I think all this will also look like this was about Andrew. Yeah. Of course. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Did you correct it? We're still pending it. That takes a while. Your office reports for it, that's gonna be custody. 3 different times. And then we can't find her. Oh, I did this yesterday. Because we don't have how she worked. So you get a bigger, and then so we're still, we finished the investigation. So I want to talk to her. I need to talk to her.
So what if I should think?
Okay. He's got extensive phone history.
Not here for one line. It's a lot of he's close back and forth.
Let's give it another setting since I just got aware of this yesterday. Investigator, you see what thoughts are. She has much more. I need to look at it more. I'll do it about.
Yeah. And even if they do it, so it's just. Well, no, even if they don't, I don't know if you would want to spend resources. Yeah.
I always want to get an office report if we can.
But you guys have.
We don't have any information for it.
What is it?
Yes.
No, this.
You go to the office report, all the copies.
It's the most difficult.
I know, and then I just another one this morning with DPS. So.
There you go. Yeah.
And I just came across it yesterday. Yeah, I'll put it in the email.
I'm trying to think that's a box. Yeah.
Okay. You need, and I have to go around a little bit. Oh, yeah, of course, and I have to do another one, that's what I was following. Okay, where are you going?
I'm here to just get permission from my client to travel.
Who is it?
Ray.
I don't even see his name on there. No, you need of all those? Or you just gonna go out with that?
Okay, hi.
Hey, Judge, so I have a client that started PTI in here. His name is Mr. Abbas. Let me give you case number. 2529008. He's just starting out on PTI. Everything's going great, but he is going to be traveling to a wedding in Seattle from the 16th through the 20th. He has no travel restrictions, nothing really.
Yeah, I mean, just stay in compliance. Don't drink. I know it's a wedding.
See, I'd come by the court.
Remember, the program lies with them.
Understood.
So if he does something to violate it, at that point, they'll file a violation report and he comes back here.
Yeah.
Just urge to him, I know it's a wedding. I know you want to have champagne.
Sure.
Just don't, because it's really just not going to go well. So.
All right. I just always like to report and let him know. Yeah, we're going to be traveling.
I don't even know how, do they do random testing, Kelsey, while you're on the diversion program?
DWI, I believe so, yes, sir.
They do? Oh, they all have interlocks too, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Surrender RUAs, right?
Yeah, I'm
I don't
not
know.
sure. Whatever they have. Anyway, they'll check him. He knows not to drink.
How has it worked out with our other guy?
Oh, Mr. Fox. Is that who we're talking about?
Who?
Mr. Fox.
Yes.
He is supposedly being bench warranted back to Fort Bend.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping.
Take care of Fort Bend and then he'll
Come back and then we'll, yeah, great. Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
Mr. Kim. Ricardo. Ding, ding, ding. Come on. Ready?
Oh, Dave,
Oh,
I
that's
think
okay.
Stephen was gonna bring the mails out first.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll stand up.
Yeah, he's gonna bring the mails out first.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually,
Hi, Judge. I've got 2 of the mails coming out. for
Great to see you, Shreya.
Waivers. Good to see you, Judge.
How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I'm just like right to it. How are you?
There's a lot of drama.
Yeah.
A lot of drama. If we had less drama, life would be just,
I agree.
You know.
That's what I tell my 10-year-old girls. But they attract the drama.
just get ready. When they get older, it's.
I know.
We got Mr. Morris, Mr. Robinson.
Morris and Robinson. Good morning, guys. All right, so tell me what we're doing with these gentlemen.
We're reading extradition on both of them, Judge.
Okay. So. Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Oh, you signed Mr. Morris's.
You are wanted out of the state of Louisiana for failure to register as a sex offender. Are you waiving formal extradition?
Yes. Hey, Judge, I have a question.
Shoot.
Since the charge originated out of Harris County like 40 years ago, since I served time here since in the state of Texas, since they've been trying to make me sign up for this in Louisiana.
So what this is it looks like they filed a charge out of Louisiana, right? And they issued a warrant for one reason or the other, probably a failure to appear. It could be just a new warrant that, Dave, do you have any?
my best guess is I don't have the underlying offense, but the originating offense that required him to register as a sex offender did come from Harris County, but they might have had some evidence that he either resided there or had an appearance in Louisiana.
Perhaps it got transferred over there.
Right, and so for some.
Or no, I mean, that wouldn't work. I don't know. I have no idea. They give us so limited information here on what the underlying case, we don't even fight the underlying case. All we do is establish who you are and whether you want to fight extradition or not. Really. And you are Sydney Robinson?
So Judge, on Mr. Robinson, we'll have the waiver on the fugitive case. And then on the assault case, if you wanted to put bond conditions, I believe state wanted no contact.
Oh, so you're on bond for an assault here out of our court here. You were also wanted out of Adams, Colorado for driving under the influence, failure to display proof of insurance, and careless driving, and
I know, Jeff. I know, but it's on there. It's one of the warrants.
low power scooter operation without a license.
Which is completely false. It was a Harley.
Don't. Just
We don't want to say.
you're waiving formal extradition on that case, right? Okay. So I don't know anything about are you representing him on the assault?
I am.
Wonderful. Alex?
Their cause number for the.
Assault?
Yes.
254-7113.
I apologize, 254-713.
113.
Okay.
CBD that.
That is correct. Let me see it. Okay, I can tell you the facts of the case, Your Honor, if you want to hear those. So on the assault, the officers were dispatched to a welfare check at a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to a disturbance. The caller, the witness, was met by the officer, and she said she kept hearing the female saying, "Stop it." The complainant stated she went to an upstairs bedroom and slept, and that the defendant entered the room, grabbed her by the throat, and lifted her off her feet. The complainant stated she did not have pain or impede breath due to the fact that she was very intoxicated and could not feel anything at all at that moment.
Did you say she was very intoxicated?
She was very intoxicated at that moment. And then on the morning of the incident, or on the 11th of January, the defendant woke up and they started verbally arguing again. And the complainant said that the defendant threw a box at her and hit her in the head. And the complainant said the defendant began to chase her in the backyard. And while she was in the corner of the backyard, the defendant ran towards her, threw her down in the mud, and began choking her with his hands. And the officer observed the complainant to have fresh bruising around the left eye and a red marking on the left and right side of the forehead.
Okay, Mr. Robinson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on your assault case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. Do you understand? Okay, so the other thing is this, Shreya, is that he's on bond for this here.
Right.
What, do we know, Day, do we know that Colorado's coming to get him?
Yes. So they, short answer is yes. I haven't heard anything else since the original.
Okay, so we need them to sign conditions. Now, you got to be aware that if you go back, if they end up picking you back and you go to Colorado, whatever happens there, you must remain in contact with Shreya here, because if you don't, we're going to issue a warrant here. And what's happening now will exactly happen over there, where you're going to be sitting in custody over there. And then a hold is going to be placed over here. And then you're going to have to come all the way back over here. All you have to do is remain in contact with her so we know what the situation is going on. And don't have any contact with the complaining witness's case. Don't pick up any new cases. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Judge, in case, for whatever reason, Colorado decides not to extradite and he is released in the next week, we're gonna do a appearance required for the January 29th.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Was there state conditions, Your Honor?
No, pre-trial.
Morning, Judge. We're approaching on Mrs. Troy Britton. This is the one that, oh, you weren't here yesterday, Judge. Judge Jackson was here yesterday. We were trying to do something, but I asked to bring my client here so she can know what's going on.
So Judge, the original approach yesterday, while Judge Jackson filled in, was the man jurisdiction requested an extension of 2 days, which she granted because it's 2 days and you typically do that. But Ricardo wanted the accused to come to court so that it could be a more formal understanding of what's happening. And during that time for this morning is Ricardo's not telling me she is wanting to have a bond set by the court. State as opposed.
Yeah, this is the one where she's like 17 and she's got already like
she's had 7 charges,
Yeah.
2 of them
She's
failure.
19, Judge.
Okay, 19, right, yeah. Sorry, I can't. Just, you scare me, man. I can't. They're all very violent cases now, you know. You're wanted as state for another, you know, sorry.
Judge, if I may,
Sure.
in talking to my client, you know, she's made valid points to me. And of course, I'm just.
I know you're advocating for your client, and I'm never going to begrudge anyone for advocating. It's your job, I know. But you're 19 years old. You've got 7 priors already. You're wanted out of another state. There are multiple aggravated assault cases. You've got 2 failure to appears. At some point, we have to say when. And now's that point. You scared me, really. I don't want anything else to happen. So,
So the extension was originally granted by Judge Jackson out to the, I want to miss 24th.
if I'm not doing any more. If they don't come here by that point, she gets released. Okay, all right, thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Bo.
How you doing, Judge?
Hey, man. Hey, I got Bo here.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. What was it?
Page 7, Judge Escobel, come on up.
Have you heard PC on this, Bo, yet?
Yes, sir. So, Your Honor, yesterday, she was on the docket actually so she was on bond for the case out of the 178th, a assault of a family member. They actually, we went up there yesterday. They had her on the docket. There was some issue with the bond and why she was in custody because she never got notice. So we addressed that yesterday, but she picked up a violation of protective order because when she was arrested for the bond, for the warrant on that, the victim, the complaining witness, her husband, was in the vehicle with her.
And at the house, allegedly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you telling me that that's wrong?
No, sir, that is correct. And that is correct.
Because the only thing I'm doing is no contact, no drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. That's all I did.
Yes, sir. If I may add, Your Honor, the prosecutors yesterday did call. They spoke with the victim who wanted the order lifted. Judge Susan Brown was covering the 178th. She said she was going to she was keeping it in place where she could not go to the home, but she was allowing contact.
Okay, I'll mirror her order then.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know, has a MOA been granted in this case? Do you see if a MOA has been in Ms. Esquivel's case? If a MOA has, if an order for protection has not been granted, I'm granting one now, ma'am. I'm issuing a protective order that identifies Mr. Longoria as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon. You cannot go within 200 feet of the address listed in the order of protection. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you violate this court order, I'm telling you, at that point, you're going to get hit probably with another felony. It's not hard. Now, you've got a great lawyer. Listen to him and he'll take care of you. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. All right?
I understand. Yes, Your Honor.
So we'll have you take a seat. We'll craft all the orders. We'll have you sign it. And then after that, you're free to go.
Okay. Would
All
you
right.
like me to sit?
You can go out there. Bo, do you want the same date as the felony?
Yes, sir. Please, Your Honor.
Done.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
man.
you, Judge.
Thanks.
Take care.
You too.
Judge, quick case, Lanisha Stokes, ST, on your bond docket. She essentially has a felony warrant for failure to appear from December 17th. Today's appearance was waived. Do you want to set her for this week?
Yeah.
Thank you.
SFBF. Okay. Hi.
You know, I have a plea.
I'm ready when you are. Come up, Mr. Moreno. You need a translator?
Yes, she's here.
Okay. Hi, please. Was restitution paid in this case or no?
No, sir.
So it will be a part of the probation then, okay? Mr. Barreño, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense. It's charged with the 0.15, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is it true or untrue that you had a breath alcohol concentration of a 0.15 or above? Okay, true to the enhancement. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 1 year in jail to be probated for 15 months. As part of this agreement, you will do what's called a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. You must fulfill any conditions that they add. 30 hours of community service, a victim impact panel. They have not put a DWI education class though. Did you forget to put a DWI education class? And is this a true first? Is it a true first?
It's a true first, Your Honor, and it appears that, yes, we forgot to put the DWI education.
Let's do a DWI education class. 1 victim impact panel, no drugs, no alcohol, $250 in restitution to the complaining witness. You must have a guardian interlock and follow all other conditions of the court.
The guardian judge, I think we need a affidavit on driving.
You're on probation in this court. You need to understand that if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they're going to put a detainer on you. So if I were you, while you're on this probation, I would live with a halo above my head. Follow all the conditions. Do not consume alcohol. Do not drive. It is a part of your probation. If you violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. I will issue a warrant, put you in jail, and I'm going to bring you out. We're going to have a hearing as to whether you violated it. If you do, you are looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
You also need to understand that From now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this is going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes,
How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty?
guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. One more caution word is that because this is going to go on your record, if you were ever pulled over, even 30 years from now, an officer sees this and they smell alcohol on you, it's probably not going to go well. Good luck, sir.
Take you to your head already, Judge.
Okay, so whatever. Okay, good luck. You waive the fee. All right, ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's because we have the interpreter here. It's a Spanish plea also for Pichu.
Oh, he's pleading. He's pleading on both, huh?
Yeah, he's got to play on both. They got him in a tough situation.
Mr. Perechu, today is not a good day. You were on bond for DWI. You picked up another DWI. You've been able to work out agreements with both of these, but both of these charges will go on your record. They will be there for the rest of your life. You need to understand, if you ever pick up another DWI, you will be facing a third-degree felony, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. If I were you, even if you have had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. It is a humongous risk that you're taking. Do you understand?
Yes,
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, you can never take these off. Do you understand?
yes.
How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. On one of the cases, it's alleged that you had a 0.15 or above. Is this true?
Yes.
Okay, true to the enhancement. All right, I'm going to suspend your license for a year. Do not drive. Good luck to you, sir.
That's the only thing is those.
I'm going to waive the fees.
You will.
Waive the fees? Is that what you're talking about?
Okay, thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Yeah, okay.
First, you know, Mr. Lauderdale, he's in the box.
All right. Come up, Mr. Lauderdale.
There's some cognitive issues.
I'm just asking him to be nice, you know? Mr. Lauderdale, be nice. It's not hard. Self-control. I've given you a lawyer. You have to stay in contact with him. If he tells me that he cannot get a hold of you, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand? Okay. Do you have any questions? All right. Do you have a cell phone?
Give me a phone number I can reach him on. His mother's.
Okay. Do you want a cell phone? We have services that we can give you so that you can get your own cell phone. Do you want one? Okay. Do you mind giving him, we're going to give you paperwork, but you have to do the work, but I'm going to give you the resources to be able to get a phone. If you need anything else, come back, talk to us, and we can try to give you whatever you need. The worst thing that can happen is that you don't come back. Okay? Perhaps we should do not waived. I don't know. It's up to you, whatever you think is appropriate. Okay? All right. Good luck.
Hey, Judge.
Josh.
Miss Young, Ashley Young.
Okay.
So the soonest P180 assessment, we scheduled it for January the 30th.
Okay.
On that one.
So let's set it for maybe the 29th. Okay, and then I'll do the PR bond, and then we'll do the GPS.
Custody until.
Yeah, I'm not. If I let her out, it's right. So I'm giving her the opportunity the day before, let you out. This is what you need to do, right?
I know you mentioned the GPS monitor, but if she doesn't have a home address, would that be an issue for the GPS monitor?
No, because I think that there's a way that we can still work it out.
Not that, okay.
I think, yeah, if you want to talk to her, but I think that there's still a way that we can work it out, even if they don't have an address. Okay? Okay, thanks. All right.
You just said the day before or the day after?
No, before. We got to let her out before.
Okay, just trying to get the order right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Hi, Justin.
Hey, Judge. I'm back on the case from last week, and I wanted to, my client's here. I wanted to see if we could approach and talk about some things. We talked about the change in the bond conditions, and then he brought up something. Before I get too much into it, though, we might get into some of his medical stuff.